The crypto bull run has been confirmed. The SEC is about to drop the lawsuit against Ripple. We have huge news. I also have a huge update on the XRP live chart and Bitcoin. I have potential price targets of this momentous rally we are on. If that's something you're interested in, please smash that like button, that bell notification, and we're going to jump right into the chart. As you guys can see, we are taking a look at the XRP live chart. We are on the weekly. We were in a falling wedge pattern. This is very bullish. You can Google falling wedge patterns. It's a very bullish pattern. What happened? We got the confirmation breakout right here when Trump announced a deal with the UK about tariffs, and also we are getting a minor boost because of the Ripple lawsuit with the SEC. So as you guys can see, we're still under our 50-day MA, which is common for such a boost, especially on the weekly. So the breakout is what we've been waiting on. As you guys can see, we are above our 50 MA right now. It is playing a crucial role in where the price action is going. Now on the 1 hour chart, same thing. It is riding the 50 MA line. And as you guys can see, this is the resistance line for this falling wedge right here. So as you guys can see, we broke out of it, came down, actually got a little retest here and a perfect bounce. Look at that, perfect bounce. And now we are on the rally we've been waiting on. What rally am I talking about? It would be this one right here, the one that signals if we break this pattern, this is where the pattern will play out. Let's see, about $5. I have done this previous times over many videos in the past 2 to 3 weeks. I get about the same thing every time. Maybe it's 506, maybe it's 498, sometimes right at $5. It looks as if we are on the rally we've been waiting on. If you hold XRP, hold XRP. Just hold till $5 at least. That is my recommendation. That is where this is going. If you sell somewhere in between here, do not go and try to buy back in as soon as it bounces from $3.50 all the way up to $4.80 or $5.20, because you're going to be losing a lot of money, and then you're wasting time and you're stressing about what you should do. Always have a plan, guys. My plan: sell a little at $5. I've bought a lot at about 25 cents, 2019. I will be selling a little bit as we go, but I am holding for what I think by the year 2030 is a $100 XRP. And I'll still be holding some forever after that because of the utility. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. It broke 100,000 yesterday. Awesome. Been waiting on that. Bitcoin always pulls the whole market. As you can see, we were also in a falling wedge pattern here. A nice breakout. The price target for this one, it seems it isn't too far off. So let's take a look where this one will bring us. About 125 on the money. $125,000 is where Bitcoin's going to bring us. She's also looking very pretty on this MA, the 50 MA. Just riding it like a lightning bolt. And the 15s really isn't the biggest deal. These are the charts you want to look at. Let me move this measuring stick here. The bigger charts are the ones you want to look at because it signals where you are going. And as of right now, Bitcoin is on a bull run. It's the one we've been waiting on. All technicals and history said all of this right here would happen, and it is. We will be following history from the past to predict the future. So let's jump into a little bit of the news here. And as you guys can see, it says XRP news today, Ripple and SEC near a deal. XRP is surging. We are at $2.40. Hasn't been there in a minute. And Bitcoin hit 102,000. XRP surged 9% as the SEC filed a settlement request in the Ripple case, boosting investor confidence. Yes, it did. And the court decision could dissolve the injunctions. Ripple would be fined $50 and have to return funds from escrow. XRP's next move hinges on the court rulings. We're waiting on Judge Torres to drop her appeal, all that good stuff. ETF updates. We need updates on the ETFs. Those should be coming in soon. Of course, I'll make a video about that, guys. I've been waiting on them. And broader macro trends include U.S.-China trade talks. We need a deal with China. Even though we're going to deal with UK and all these other places, China is the big deal. Now, Ripple breakthrough. Does the SEC move to settle? Now, yesterday they released news that they more or less are settling. There was a major development in the SEC versus Ripple case yesterday, which drove it to a 10-day high at $2.33. The SEC filed a settlement letter with the courts requesting Judge Annalisa Torres to amend the final judgment U.S. Attorney James Filan shared. The court filing and outlined the next steps. Next steps, Judge Torres needs to provide an indicative ruling as to whether the court would dissolve the injunction and release the escrow with $50 million going to the SEC and the balance back to Ripple. 2. If Judge Torres provides the indicative ruling, the SEC and Ripple will ask the Second Circuit for a limited remand back to Judge Torres to ask for the relief described above. 3. Upon the granting of the remand, the SEC and Ripple will file a motion with Judge Torres asking for the relief described above. So there's a lot of people waiting on this lawsuit to get wrapped up and the ETF implications and news on that. As it says here, a favorable court ruling and withdrawal of the appeals could pave the way for an XRP spot ETF market. I would love to have one of those. Definitely love to have one of those. Sorry about that, guys. I would definitely love more spot ETF approvals. That would be nice. Now they have, you can even go on Robinhood right now. This is how easy this is. You can go on Robinhood right now and you can search XRP, and a XXRP, which is one of the ETFs, a double leverage ETF that was released a month ago. I did a video on it. I forget the name of the company that released, started with a T. But I looked into it last night. It's about $38, $39, but it tells you before you go to buy, caution. This is a leveraged package. So it means there are more risks than just buying a coin and holding it or it going down a little bit. It's a multiplier times 2. So instead of, if it goes up 5, like XRP went up 9% yesterday, the ETF went up about 18, 19%. However, if XRP sees a little pullback today and it goes down 5%, you went down 10%. So remember, guys, those leveraged ETFs go both ways, and they're very easy to buy these days, so be careful. It says here, in April, the SEC delayed its review of the Franklin XRP fund by 45 days, pushing the next deadline to June. A swift end to the Ripple case could accelerate the SEC's review of the Franklin Templeton application and potentially drive XRP demand. Now, even if you don't like it, ETFs, listen to me. If these things start getting approved, money galore will flow into XRP, the ledger, Ripple, the whole nine. If you hold XRP, you will benefit from this. You don't have to buy these leverage things and do all this. Just hold. All this good news will bring you where you want to go. So if you guys stayed with me to the very end, I really appreciate it. You can check out all my latest stuff on the left. You can subscribe on the right if you haven't already. And until the next video, guys, it's between 6 and 8 o'clock tonight Eastern time. Take care of yourself and each other.